Alright. Should be working out. Oh. Sick. Let me do a few more things. Make sure everything is being caught correctly. Looks like it. Okay. Just put this up as well. Okay, cool. That'll do. I just want to get to playing anyway. Hey folks, Surf here. Another gacha game, another freaking stream out of nowhere. Don't mind me. Wuthering Waves is here now. So here I am, just doing a first impression and just testing out my own setup as well to make sure everything is running fine. And if you happen to be in the audience watching this for some bloody reason, why are you here? Go play the game. That being said, let's have a look. I hope the sound is okay. I feel like I've got it at 30% and that's okay, but just in case, let's bump it up to like near 40. And let's go have a look. Select left, select right. Oh, would you look at that? It does kind of detect when I have my it does detect when I have my thing. Okay. Get that set up then. Alright. First impressions go. Let's see. I only know a very minimalistic of what's going on here, because I wanted to just keep this as mostly spoiler-free as I could. So we'll see how it hits me with the game story and whatnot. I'm looking forward to the controls, really. That's the biggest seller right now. I'm really looking forward to. I was never able to get into any of the betas, so this is all just fresh off the fucking boat for me, so don't mind me. I'm just firing from the hip today. Will I stream more? Maybe, it depends. I try not to make videos of games like this because I feel like they're just better as stream games rather than video making, unless you've got a specific kind of video you want to make, like a guide or something. But for today, we're just sitting back and just chilling on it. After all, I'm not the only person streaming their first impressions of the game anyway. To be honest, there's a VTuber that's gonna be streaming the game real soon that I really want to sit around and watch. Unfortunately, I can't because I want to keep the first impression spoiler-free at least, so I'm sorry. I'll check the VOD later. Don't hate me. Actually, feel free to. Don't mind me. Now what do we got going on? Okay. Random space, random person. No idea who you are. They always try to set up a very mysterious setup, don't they? So I'm trying to take this seriously, but you'll have to excuse me. My comedic nature and me being a complete dumbass really makes me want to make remarks in between and just joke around. So I'm trying to be as serious as I can. This is telling us a whole lot of nothing for now. We don't know who that is for the time being. And suddenly we're falling into God knows what. You know, giving me a little bit of dot hack vibe to it, which I kind of dig. I hope the sound is coming out okay. Unfortunately, I've got nobody to confirm to me that the game sound is okay versus my voicing, so I'll just have to bite the bullet on this one and check through the VOD myself after I'm done streaming. Then I can make adjustments later.
You're awake. Let me see. Let me see. Thank goodness you're awake, or I'll have to try my last-ditch move. Emergency skills for junior patrollers. Lesson 1, CPR.
You're a dork. That's a nice first impression, though.
Never did it on any living person, though. Juicia. Sorry. You just woke up, and here I am, chatting up a storm.
I like your vibes, though. That's cute.
Are you all right? Do you feel any discomfort?
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm like trying to see if it connects with my controller, but it's not doesn't seem to be going, so let's just manual this one.
You can call me Trisha, and she's Yang Yang.
Okay. Oh, now it's got my controller. Dang it.
We are in the gorgeous spirits. It's on the outskirts of Jinzhou, Huanglong.
Okay. Sounds ominous. And now it's not taking my controller. I wonder what's causing that. Oh, there we go.
Your attire doesn't seem local. Are you a roving traveler from afar, or someone returning home?
Always the amnesia, isn't it? Like when it comes to these things. Okay, you know what? For the dialogue, I'm gonna go mouse and keyboard on it. But
So you don't know why you're here, where you're from, or who you are.
isn't it always amnesia, though? It usually is, isn't it?
Baisha didn't tell us you'd have these after effects when you wake up.
By who now?
The wind has brought us a warning. The Etheric Sea is converging. It seems a new tacit field is taking shape.
And what's that supposed to mean?
That means it's probably gonna get dangerous here soon.
Ah. Okay.
I knew it. Our gourds are out of service because of the Etheric Sea's influence. We can't send or receive messages for help now. We better hurry over to meet up with Baiju at our gathering spot and get out of here.
You look so distressed. The main character, I
Guess
mean.
you really can't recall a thing, but don't worry. If you got any questions, we can talk as we move. Yang Yang and I will give you the full scoop, every little detail from the get-go.
Why not?
Rover, can we call you that for now? Before you remember your true name?
It suits me.
We shouldn't stay here. If you don't have other plans, how about leaving with us for now?
And yeah, sure. I am liking the way it's presenting itself with the environment. And while I'm normally not using English voice acting to begin with, not all the time anyway, depending on the game, they've done a pretty good job here so far. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hello. There we go.
I know you can't remember a thing, but there's one thing I'm 90%, no, 100% sure about you. You must be a resonator too. You've got a tacit mark on the back of your hand, and you have a gourd. This is proof you're a resonator. Your gourd's design looks a bit different from the ones we use, though. Also, we have resonators who can detect the formation of tacit fields nearby, like what Yang Yang just did. She can tell all kinds of information by reading the streams in the wind. That's her resonance ability. While I couldn't feel a thing. Plus, not many people are gonna hang out in the wilderness
Game's not gonna
these
let me.
days, unless they're resonators.
Like I'm just kind of popping off on my own. I feel like I could make some adjustments here. This is a rather aged ring after all, so let me at least take a quick peek at things. Wow, it's already pretty damn low. No wonder. Well, I'm long overdue for an upgrade at some point or another, eh? I don't like motion blur though, so I'm gonna knock that off. Things are running at a pretty low end rate, so you know this is low end though. If this is low end, I'd like to see it on a higher end.
We seem all nice
Oh,
and quiet here now, but you never know when a tacit discord might pop up out of nowhere. Oh my! Speak of the devil!
Hold on, don't mind me. So that's jump. That feels a little weird compared to other games. Or B to perform a wall dash. Oop. Oh, jeez. Okay. Seems like the game can't quite make up its mind which setting it wants. And that's gonna kind of screw my settings. So how about we just hopefully force it to stay there. Seems okay. Oh, really? Huh. Interesting. Okay. So it's attached to my right trigger, actually. Okay. Gotcha.
Bravo! So you still remember how to fight despite having forgotten everything? Wow! Watch me lead the charge next time. No one messes with my show. I mean, Chisha.
Ooh, whoa. Well, that's quite a first impression, isn't it?
What's wrong? Are you injured from the fight?
No, more like dozing off.
You saw our sentinel in your memories? Yes, the one we built this statue for. The Oracle Engine Sentinel in Zhenzhou. There is one capital and 6 cities in Huanglong, with each city having its own sentinel. While they share some similarities in appearance, there are also differences. The sentinel in Zhenzhou is known as Jue, manifesting in the form of a long, like the statue you just saw. Sentinels are present where civilizations thrive. Huanglong stands out with the highest number of currently coexisting sentinels because of its long history and vast land. Records state the sentinels in Huanglong were once a single entity. Now they are each responsible for a part of Huanglong. Naturally, there are sentinels in other regions too, but fewer compared to Huanglong. In Huanglong, most of the sentinels take the shape of a long. In other regions, they manifest in various forms. You were standing face to face with our sentinel? One can hardly see our sentinel with their own eyes. Most people only get the chance during the appointment ceremonies. According to your description, you stood pretty close. Only the sentinel's appointed resonator is allowed in its proximity. For now, that person is the magistrate of Zhengzhou.
Whoa, darn! That must be an elite class! Oh, yeah.
Tricia might be in danger. Rover, please.
Moment of resonance.
You have a system as well.
Rover,
Jeez.
watch out!
Hold on. The chat box seems to have come up. Yeah, the controls could probably use a little better, hit on a controller. It's constant, swapping between, mouse and keyboard, and, controller is a little bit jarring for me right now. Like, jeez. If it can just settle on one, that'd be perfectly fine. Well, I guess that's one for the dockets. For, oh, I see, that's, L3. L3's my chat. Okay. Oh, I don't necessarily think I need that on a controller, though. Now do I? Let's have a look at that. L3. See here, do I? What's that? Maybe I'm missing that. We'll have to look at that later then. Now we'll just keep going. Now what do we got? What? It's really hard for me to get a good look at this. Wonder what those are. This is right trigger. It triggers the attack, obviously. E. E was which one? Like, awkwardly trying to figure out everything here.
That was close. You fought so well. I didn't even get a chance to help, and Yang Yang just rushed over to protect you like a Anyway, Yang Yang was trying to shield you, and then BAM! The Tessa Discord was taken care of before I could get a good look.
Tricia.
She really loves to talk, does she?
Oh, by the way, speaking of Baija, we're almost there. The place where we said
I might have to
Baija.
switch to,
She's the resonator I've been talking about.
I might have to
Baija
switch
can
off of,
heal with her resonance ability,
sorry,
and we
off of
found
my
you
controller
together
for
at
the
the bottom
moment.
of the gorge.
Baiji did some first aid for you. You seemed to have drowned, but your airway was clear. Your clothes were dry and clean too.
Oh, and of course it was Yang Yang who investigated your clothes and mouth by feeling it through the streams. She kept... See? There's a resonance beacon over there. When
All
you
this
see a beacon,
talk.
be sure to register and activate it. It's usually safe within a 5-meter radius of a beacon. It can protect you from danger sometimes.
Rover, could you hand me your terminal for a moment? Done. Its design and system version are different from ours. but your terminal still has the data transfer and other basic functions.
You know, before I continue this, let me actually... Okay. Mouse and keyboard. I'd much prefer a controller, but with the way the game is behaving right now on the controller, like it doesn't seem to want to settle on one or the other. It seems to detect both, which is fine, but that's making it a little hard for me to adjust to a particular control set without screwing up. So I think I'm just gonna have to do it this way instead. Yeah. Whether I like it or not, I think I'm gonna have to do it like this for now until I figure out or find out what's up with the controller situation. It's fine and dandy for the most part, but it is really, really jarring to have to do it that way. So left click is that attack. Same thing, huh? What about mouse 3? Is mouse 3 anything? Okay. Nope, nothing else. Okay. Right, we'll do it this way then. Much as I'd rather not. We'll do it this way. Might want to mess with my...
entrance. There will be a descent, but if your terminal's glider module still works, it will make them.
Maybe.
Once you're out of the gorge, there's only a short walk to reach Jinzhou.
Looks neat though.
Jinzhou is the safest
And again,
place
this
on
is on
the
low
ship.
graph,
The
so
resonance nexus
imagine if my
provides
system
coverage
wasn't
for the
like
whole city.
10,
Besides,
13
we've got
years
a
old.
protective barrier and strong fortifications.
No, it's not necessarily that old, but still pretty dang old by today's standards. But it's holding up pretty well overall, minus the skips. Sounds impressive.
Right?
Jinzhou sits between the Desert Highland and the Norfolk Barrens. It's a border city and a fortress. It's very crucial to the safety of Huanglong.
Huh? We've agreed to meet up with Bai Zhe here. Where is she?
Maybe? She's leaving a good impression on me, though. I do like tomboy types.
This is the center of the Etheric Sea.
Ah, fuck. That can't be good now, can it?
A tacit field? When did it show up?
Just now?
It wasn't here when we just got here.
But I didn't sense a hint of a tacit field's presence.
So it appeared while we weren't looking? Like in the blink of an eye? Or maybe the Etheric Sea can tell where we are. Could it be following us?
That'd be kind of funny, now, would it?
The center of the tacit field.
Isn't that Bai Zhe? Bai Zhe! Bai Zhe!
You're a little too far for that.
We're too far away. Perhaps she can't hear us. Freshly formed tacit fields have a dormant period. During this time, it is relatively safe.
So let's just kind of find a waltz in then,
My apologies. I should have said it is temporarily safe. The dormant period of a tacit field varies based on its formation time. Generally, the shorter the formation time, the longer the dormant period. However, with a longer dormant period, the tacit discords born within are usually stronger. The faster a tacit field forms, the longer its dormant period lasts. For now, this tacit field should be safe.
Oh boy.
Right. The glider can't carry us beyond the tacit field's range. Besides, Bai Zhe is there. We'll have to go down and see what is going on. Now it's time to use a glider module. Rover, let me help you activate it.
Okay, sure enough. At least that's the same. Ah, cutscene. Sure, why not?
We're in a dormant tacit field, right? Why did you come here by yourself? Baisha, you know we...
Oh. Oh. Cute little thing.
You are all right, it seems.
Yeah, she was super energetic. Handled a super big TD. Way more spirited than me.
I've been keeping an eye on her condition through the street.
That's an interesting cutoff.
Baija is just concerned about your condition. She must think we shouldn't be letting you move around that much, since you've just regained consciousness.
This isn't the place for talking. Let's go.
You have little words then, huh? Oh. Well then. Well then. Aren't you friendly? Alright, who the hell are you then?
I sense your weakness. Ha!
Oh, man, there's gonna be so much clicking as a result of this, though.
And that strange tacit discord is here too.
It's the tacit discord's ability. Be careful. Bad timing.
No shit. Yeah, I'd much rather do this with a controller, but ooh, that's gonna be tough. Ooh. Oh, that's supposed to be a parry then. So when that ring appears then. Okay.
Strike from the shadows.
I can kind of mash it, but I want to try not to mash too much. Okay. That's probably going to bite us in the ass later on. I could try not to mash too much. Not gonna lie, I'm still tempted to just reattach my controller and see if I can get it to
Are
work
you
out.
hurt? couldn't lay a finger on it.
I'm fine too. I've never seen such a formidable tacit discord before, but Rover was able to completely defeat it.
I mean, I'm gonna be nice about this one. It's tutorial after all.
Way too much. It was all thanks to you, Rover. That's strange. This place isn't known to be so dangerous.
Very soft-spoken character, though.
Anyway, come check this out.
And this is...
Oh, this is an echo.
Wow, an echo of the elite class. Someone got lucky today.
My apologies. We got a little carried away. Does reverberation or echo ring a bell to you, Rover?
Not at all. Not at all.
Everything in our world is made up of frequencies, and every sound generates a reverberation.
Okay.
Those echoes are the lingering reverberations of tacit discords after they disintegrate. We can absorb them into the databanks in our Pangu terminals.
Oh, by Pangu terminal, she means the gourd-shaped device every resonator has, developed by researchers in Huanglong. But you see, it's not always we get to find these. Also, there's a limit to what your gourd can absorb.
Absorption is only possible when your databank's level is equal to or higher than the tacit discord's level. The terminal can then convert its reverberation into an echo for use in battle. My terminal issued a warning when it detected that tacit discord earlier. It should at least be an Overlord class.
Well, I mean, we freaking touched noses, so there's that.
Would you mind checking your databank level?
No need for that. Rover, why don't you just try absorbing it with your terminal?
As if she knows.
Oh, so it doesn't work. No worries. You can start with smaller ones before tackling this guy here. There should be some sweet baby Roche rooms around here. Let's go check those out, shall we?
I mean, she's leaving a good impression on me.
We'll need to report the unusual phenomena here to the City Hall and the Academy. Let's make our exit.
Hungry? Hungry, you say?
What kind of power is that? Rover, you've been playing the fool all along?
I have absolutely no fucking clue what we did.
I've never seen a resonance ability quite like this. You got any other tricks up your sleeve? Like eating a whole tacit discord? Grilling echoes alive?
I have no idea what just happened.
Could it be related to your lost memories? Can you recall anything now? Rover, are you feeling all right? Any discomfort? Could it be the side effect of fighting that tacit discord? Baizhi, can we take Rover to do a checkup at Huashu Academy's Resonance Medical Department? Baizhi?
Absorbing echoes with the human body is not entirely unprecedented.
With the human body. I remember Comprehensive Mirror for Historians mentioned this in the Huanglong section's opening. A celestial being descended, commanding the Tiankun's boundless power. Assuming mortal form, they condensed the primordial essence, creating Pangu. Cleaving heaven and earth apart, they aligned the celestial and terrestrial. Their radiance encompassed the four corners. Thus began the illustrious annals of Huanglong, as provinces were first demarcated. If I may say, Rover, you seem quite mysterious too.
Whether it's true or not, that story happened a long time ago, when Jinzhou didn't even exist. Could it be that Rover's like the great, 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 great granny of us all?
That would be funny.
Let's not jump to conclusions without enough data and proper analysis. Rover.
Wait! The signal's back!
This is a holographic message to all of Jinzhou from the City Hall.
My fellow soldiers and
Oh my.
citizens, I apologize for any inconvenience caused. I am Jin Shi, the Magistrate of Jinzhou. As the
Oh,
Moon
she's
Chasing
adorable.
Festival approaches, our city welcomes visitors from around the world. The festivities are highly anticipated by our people, and I too share in this joyful sentiment. Jinzhou has always been a crucial defense against the tacit discord outbreaks, safeguarding Huanglong. We have a heavy responsibility on our shoulders with no room for retreat or failure.
Sounds
It
heavy.
is the dedication of our warriors, along with the diligence of our citizens, that has allowed us to thrive in peace and prosperity. Despite the challenges of tacit discords, we remain steadfast and hospitable to visitors, upholding our enduring traditions. With that in mind, I have a favor to ask.
No.
Among our many visitors, there is one visitor that holds utmost importance to me, the city of Jinzhou, and the entirety of Huanglong.
Stop looking at me. Oh
We
no.
have awaited your arrival for a long time.
Oh no. It's as if you knew me.
Given the circumstances, you may be feeling bewildered at this time. You should have noticed some strange happenings related to you. If you plan to stay in Jinzhou for some time, I would be more than delighted to personally meet you in the City Hall of Jinzhou. While I cannot guarantee to provide all the answers you need, I will do my best to assist you and provide necessary permissions, if applicable. This is only my personal request. You can decide your course of action in any way you see fit. Therefore, I request the people and soldiers of Jinzhou to assist this esteemed visitor when the opportunity arises.
A very, very big call and target on my back. Wow. Okay.
Why do I get this feeling?
This person our magistrate was talking about.
As Rover.
Maybe it's not. It's too early to tell.
Now you're talking a little like Baizhi, Rover.
Hey, that ain't the point, okay?
What are your plans now, Rover? I remember you had a flashback of yourself looking into its eyes when you saw the statue of our sentinel. We can't confirm its authenticity, but based on the magistrate's message, it seems Zhenzhou has a lot to do with your past. Whether you were the visitor our magistrate mentioned or not, you are surely important to Zhenzhou, and you will be our important...
You're not.
Friend! We've already entrusted our lives to each other. I've never seen so many TDs packed together. And that elite one was so scary. Well, you did get rid of most of them. Anyway, once we're back in Jinzhou, I'll treat you that famous specialty from Panhua's restaurant.
Feels like I'm missing a lot of storyline as a result, so they did portray the amnesia part decently. Well, conversely, you could assume that you kind of got shoehorned in. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Yeah, look at that.
Best for your well-being to have a thorough physical examination once we arrive in Jinzhou. While there don't seem to be any immediate side effects following the absorption of that echo, we cannot rule out the possibility of other latent risks. Given our lack of data on you and your unusual physical signs, I suggest absorbing another reverberation with your terminal when we find one. That being said, please be sure to proceed cautiously.
Yeah, don't go too hard on yourself. You should get a checkup just to be safe. Besides, Yang Yang's very worried about you.
If you feel any discomfort along the way, please do let us know.
They really are babying you to begin with. Huh. Trying to get a little bit of a feel for this, but... I feel like I'll definitely need to get some changes in my control taken care of. Okay, so that's still the same, as it should be. Now, why do you suppose the, except had to be, what was it?
I'm gonna get you one you can absorb. I never go back on my promise. Your hero Chisha's on the hunt.
Peace.
Bad timing.
Oh shit. I suppose it's fine. Honestly, it's a lot more straightforward for keyboard and mouse, but on controller it's a little bit difficult for me to get a good parse of it because of all this constant changing. I wonder if that's a setting thing or if it's just my inputs are absolutely shite as far as trying to get this to focus only on the controller.
Can you reenact what you did before?
Maybe you can only absorb the powerful ones with your body. Or does it have to be a certain type of tacit discord? Or maybe we should give your terminal a whirl.
Maybe.
Yay! It worked! I've never seen a gourd quite like yours before, but it sure is working just fine.
Yeah, that's really like throwing me off though. Let me give this another look at least. I'd like to just use controller, but it just isn't the case that it just isn't the case. I'll have to taper off on that for now. It's really hard for me to get this straight without let's see, function entry roulette. What is this? Where's Why do you suppose it's constantly changing and trying to check that? That's a tough one. Well, I guess that's gonna be part of the feedback I'll have to put in later.
Your terminal's got a different look, but the functions are pretty much the same.
Alright, I reattached it. So I'm just gonna really have to play this one from keyboard and mouse then, whether I like it or not. Fine by me.
I sense your weakness.
Lock-on system's a little bit jarring for me as well. Oof. Let's have a look at that other part of the tutorial, shall we? It said to equip that one. Interesting. Okay. Well, it wants us to do that, so we'll just follow through the tutorial as intended. Is there anything else? Of course there's something, but I'm gonna hold off. Let's check our other character too while we're at it. Well, nothing equipped yet, so we'll look at all that at a later time.
Break.
Getting a bit of a feel for it. Oh. Now, why do you suppose my running is up there? Oh, I see. Left controls the toggle for walking. Okay, walking and running. Okay, because I was gonna say, why am I constantly stuck on my walk like that?
Ha! Strength from the shadows. One with the sounds. The end has come.
Nothing there, huh? So I'm wondering if this is purely a can't be damaged by anything other than the echoes.
No hesitation. One with the sounds.
Seems like it. Unless something else is causing that.
I sense your weakness. One with the sounds.
Let's see about that one out. I am liking how the combat system does feel good. I just really wish I could actually use my controller for this, and not, you know, be stuck on keyboard and mouse instead. I'll just have to include that on the feedback. And maybe just check around and see what other people's experiences are with that. Should not get distracted, huh? Ugh, I should not get distracted and just keep going. It's the problem with me in open world games like this. If you're gonna leave me alone to do my own thing, I'm gonna just freaking run around. this is a terrible thing for, I guess, streaming in my case in general, because I'm just gonna go off on tangents left and right. Oh, good to know I can still do that. Okay.
No hesitation. One with the sounds. Moment of resonance.
Oh. So is that part of the thing then? Okay, you got me curious. Hold on. You got me curious. You got me curious. Let me see here. Okay. That's defensive utility, clearly. Well, we don't seem to have a lot to work with, do we? So how about we just try everything? It's all new to me, unlike people who've already had a chance to play through the betas, so I'll just have to go through it at my own pacing. Might need to mess with the graphics settings just a tiny bit more. But overall, I'm really liking how this is, even in spite of my potato settings for the time being. I think I've said that already. Okay, follow them to find out. Oh, of course. You have to put something to distract me to explore around, did you? Something. Don't know what precisely, but it's something.
One with the sounds. I sense your weakness.
I'm a little curious. What is that on side? Well, at least knocking down ore is not absolutely agonizing. Or, you know, having a need for a claymore user or some such, just to get it. Oop. Okay, this is actually swimming. That's not distracted, I guess. He says as he's getting distracted. Is that supposed to be... Okay. Collectible stuff. Gotcha.
Look! Jinzhou City's just up ahead!
The game doesn't want me to explore. Breathe. Or rather, I got caught in the cutscene. This is the problem with me in open world games. If you leave me to explore, I'm going to get distracted.
Rover?
Every single time. Okay, that's Act 1, Part 1 done, I guess?
There you are. My dearest.
Oh, no.
Seed of fate.
That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all.
Alrighty, what should we do next?
I like the way this presents itself.
Shall we go grab a bite?
You know, let's be a little casual.
I am to return to the Academy. The anomalies of the Gorges of Spirits, the resurgence of that tacit field, and the many wave-worn phenomena occurrences. I should report them in time.
Then I'll go submit our report and prepare the documentation needed for Rover's audience with a magistrate while I'm there.
I'm a little curious.
It's the political hub of Jinzhou, and where the Grand Library is located. The City Hall is an important place. Seeking an audience with a magistrate isn't too difficult, but there are still rules to follow.
Then I guess I'll take Rover over to the Nexus Town for registration first. And we'll just hang out for a while. Being new to Jinzhou and all, she can't be left standing outside the City Hall with nothing to do. Hospitality is our local specialty, you know.
Then I'll leave you in Shizia's care, Rover. Is that all right with you? I'll give you a call once the paperwork is done.
Leave it to me.
I'll send the branch of Resin Medical Science a notice. We need to conduct a thorough physical examination on you to make sure you are fine.
Oh dear.
Come visit the Academy after your audience if you have no other plans.
You guys done yet? What's the holdup? Let's move. Then I'll have more time to show Rover around. We've got loads of fun in Jinzhou. We can go watch lion dances, hero plays, stand-up shows, and then maybe the martial championships. Plus tons of different treats to try out. You think it, we have it.
I'm not gonna lie. Of the 3 characters here so far and the impressions I'm getting, she's winning points with me. A lot. I don't know for how long I'm gonna stream. I want it to go for about an hour or 2 at least, and that should be good enough for a first impression. After all, I don't want to have every single thing I do on stream, after all. I want people to play the game and, you know, enjoy it themselves as well. I really like how this lays itself out. Very nice.
Chissa, Ally of Justice, at your service. Are you the one in need of a hero?
Congratulations, you're my new friend. Now, let's actually check our stats then, shall we? Fusion. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Okay, so fusion is her, I guess, element. This is what we're looking at. Huh. Okay. Looking at her kit. They really had to name it Daka Daka, didn't they? Okay, so she's essentially a DPS. Got a basic idea here. These are... wait, that's... okay. Question is, which one is the... and which one is the start? That looks like it could be the... unless it's this one. I'm not sure which end is the start and which one's the end of the tree. I guess we'll find out later. So... I might enjoy this character. Oh shit. I might enjoy it. I dig it. Got that tomboy appeal. And she's got a kit that I might enjoy. Why not? We'll go on for a little bit longer. View all available quests. Have we tracked both of these or just the one? Pretty good so far. Nice first impression. While I'm here, let's take a look at this, shall we? There's the milestone reward. We'll just take that. No idea what any of these are, but if it has anything to do with doing draws, that's being saved. Mm-hmm. Broadblade. Ah, okay. So two-handed. I gotcha. It's a fair bit to look through. Goodness. Yeah. Should I give that to Rover or someone else? I'll give that some thought. Let's ignore that for now. I feel like a lot of the small talking is stuff I want to do on my own time. Remarkably enough, in spite of my AoE system, it's handling itself just fine while streaming, so probably less strenuous if I'm not streaming. But that's something for me to look at in a bit. I think I've managed to at least get the first few moments of impressions of this. That's still going to be my biggest gripe so far. I'm loving the way it's starting. I just wish I knew what was going on with the whole controller issue. So if I could just get that fixed, that'll make this so much better for me to play. Sure. I'm not sure what I just witnessed. But it was cute. Cute little thing. So we've got that. Now we need to track this one. Right here. What is this? Regular sword? Well, I suppose while we're doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and just go over... So, friends of mine who probably watch, I've long since kind of put down HSR. I don't know, I just felt pretty complete, so I decided to not bother continuing to play. With so many other gacha games to juggle and other stuff, I've decided, okay, let's drop something so that I can play other ones later. So how am I gonna handle this one? Well, I enjoyed doing the free-to-play life and just kind of no spending, so I'll do that. Although this time around, I'm going to hold off on my draws for a little bit. Once I start seeing things like, you know, the banners and characters, I'm gonna just hold and let everything stack up for a while. And then, hopefully, depending on how I play, if it manages to hold my attention and I manage to find a banner of a character that I really like, then I'll go ahead and spend it. But for now, the goal is going to be to just enjoy the game at face value. I'm going to try not to look at too many things like guides and tier lists and whatnot, because usually I do.
Here we are, Jinzhou's Nexus Tower.
Usually I do, but this time around I wanted to take an extremely casual approach to a gacha game, so here I am. I'll be taking a very casual approach and probably screwing up a lot, but I think I'll enjoy it. That's the way it's gonna be.
Exactly. Let me see. Think of it as Jinzhou's largest service station, or an integration hub. It's something along those lines. I'm not much of a tech person myself. Long story short, it's a navigator, a defense system, and a regional information center all in one enormous package. The smaller ones we ran into earlier are resonance beacons. Data is shared between all beacons. You activate one, and the entire map's data will be relayed to your terminal. Pretty nifty, huh? Just place your terminal here.
We'll have a look at that. Gonna have a lot of exploring to do, huh? Okay, cool. Well, that makes sense. I'm trying to find a decent stopping point. That makes sense.
I have the arrangements in place. Rover, you can come visit the magistrate at any time. Juzia, do you mind bringing Rover over to the city hall?
We haven't eaten yet, but you know what? This is fine. Send to the map. The game's still showing. Royal stuff. There. Okay. Yeah, I really want to look at team. Okay. So it's a 3-character team. Databank. Okay, so it's one of those then. Map friends quest. I feel like we haven't hit the gacha aspect yet, so maybe once I see that, if the game does its preliminary, hey yo, here's your free gacha, that should be pretty good to stop for this impression stream. Yeah, I'm liking the way it's coming about though. Controls do feel really good though. I dig it. Now, how often I want to bother streaming the game, I don't quite know yet. I'm really not the type to stream quite as often anymore, and lately I've been wanting to go back to doing videos of smaller games, namely Toho stuff, so I guess we'll see. These days, my channel is just a casual hobby anyway, so we'll leave it at that. I'd rather not complicate things. Maybe I'll just stream and play when the mood hits me, you know what I mean? It is as it's always ever been. It is as it always has been. My channel's primarily just for me to archive my own stuff and some friends to just casually have a laugh at for my stupidity. So it'll always be that way.
What do you mean I'm not the VIP the magistrate's expecting? Go see for yourself.
Sorry, I'm
Everyone's been talking about it.
taking a drink there.
Ew. First time seeing such a crowd in front of the city hall.
Right. And I don't want this to drag on too long in the event that I need to make adjustments to settings later, so the sooner I can listen to the VOD, the better.
I was surprised too. I've never seen so many non-staff personnel here before. Most of the people here have applied for an audience, but I heard they've all been turned down. Most... There is a small chance she's not in the city hall, but it's very unlikely for her not to be in Jinzhou. Or rather, it's nearly impossible for the magistrate to leave Jinzhou at all. With her busy schedule, it's already difficult to find any time off. In addition, as the magistrate of Jinzhou, leaving the land under her jurisdiction without authentication is not allowed.
Sounds busy.
Unless she's engaged on a business trip, or when Jinzhou's safety is under threat.
Yep. There's gotta be something big if that's the case. So this is the true confidence of our rover.
To be honest, I kind of wanted to just keep quiet,
I
but
agree though. So far, you've been ticking all the boxes in our magistrate's description.
but what if it's somebody else?
Sure it can.
Have you thought of something, Rover? You mean... I can't really keep up with your thoughts, but I think a meeting with a magistrate wouldn't hurt.
Same here. Anywhere, magistrate's the best lead we have for now. No matter what she has in store for Rover.
What do you think, Rover? Are you in a hurry to recover your memories? In that case, how about meeting with the magistrate first? She may have the answers you're looking for. We're not allowed to go with you. Shizia and I will be right outside the city hall. We'll be waiting for you.
That's right. We're not going anywhere. Just give us a shout if anything goes down. Wait, no, we won't be able to hear ya. Plus, they've got this rule about not yelling inside the city hall.
Sense.
What do
Makes
you mean
sense.
I'm not the VIP the magistrate's expecting? Go see for yourself. Everyone's been talking about it. Every guest is important to Jinzhou. They didn't tell me I'm not. Why can't you let me talk to the magistrate?
How far did you get? Did you manage to see the magistrate? I got to see Lady Sanhua. She even looked back at me. And I even got Lady Sanhua's verbal assurance that I wasn't the guest the magistrate was waiting for. But who cares anyway? I was able to witness Lady Sanhua in the flesh and be rejected by her in person.
Damn. Sounds like a fangirl. Sorry, I had to really listen to that. It seemed, okay, not important, but like an amusing conversation to listen to. Wow, this is quite the interior you got going on here. Not bad. I dig it. I dig it. I sure hope there's no rule against running inside the city hall.
Please, follow me.
Can't even toggle my walk at this point.
Kindly have a seat. Lady Sanhua will be with you shortly.
Shouldn't I be sitting down? That's giving me some deja vu.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I apologize for the delay. My name is Sanhua, the bodyguard of Madame Magistrate. I regret to inform you that Madame Magistrate is currently away. Prior to her departure, she instructed me to bring you these tokens and a welcome gift.
Okay.
Madame Magistrate advised you to explore what these tokens represent during her absence. This may help you acquire the information you desire sooner.
Fair enough.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but please rest assured she will be here to meet you in 3 days' time.
Oh, that's 3 days of me getting lost for a while. Fine by me. No, I'll ask one question.
Because she will require at least 3 days to complete her current task. Madame Magistrate wanted to assure you that in 3 days, by any means, she will return to meet you in person.
Fair enough.
I'll be sure to convey your kindness to Madame Magistrate. Please accept my sincerest gratitude. Yes, Madame Magistrate does hope to have your assistance, but there is no rush for a decision. She does not want to pressure you into anything you may not desire. We invite you to learn about our situation before making a final commitment. Since Madame Magistrate is currently away, I cannot make the final confirmation on her behalf. But you are truly exceptional.
As it usually is in these gacha games, isn't it?
Regarding that, my eyes can see the frequencies of all living beings. Or rather, those frequencies are the only thing I can see. You share the same frequency with Madame Magistrate. Apologies, my description was not accurate. Both you and Madame Magistrate look undistorted to me. In my eyes, you appear the way you are. They all look different.
I mean, makes sense. If she doesn't want to talk about it, then that's something.
May I have your terminal for a moment? Yes, it's the gourd on your waist. The device every resonator carries. Madam Magistrate thought you might need it. The utility module on your terminal has been upgraded to the latest iteration. Now, all the utilities, including sensor, levitator, and grapple, should be fully functional.
Ooh, grapple sounds fun.
You are now granted unlimited access to all regions in Jinzhou. I have sent your terminal ID to every border pass and residence beacon. You will only need to display your terminal ID or activate a beacon with your terminal for entry. You are free to visit any part of Jinzhou. Yes, including the City Hall. You have full access to its facilities.
That seems oddly convenient.
Also, may I ask, have you decided your place of residence in Jinzhou? If not, Madam Magistrate has arranged accommodation for you in advance, here in the City Hall. I will lead you to your room if you need. Understood. We will be ready to accommodate you anytime.
Huh, interesting. Excuse me. Oh, I already feel myself. Starting to feel it again. So I should probably wrap up the stream soon enough before I start coughing up a storm. I really should have gotten some cough drops for myself. Question is, where is that stopping point I want? If only. In before I end the stream in a little bit, and then I find out the introduction to the gacha is not far away from where I stopped. Alright, what do we got?
Rover!
Feels a little bit like I'm running back to my parents,
It took you
with
so
the way these two
long.
are.
What gives? Was our magistrate a chatterbox? So Madam Magistrate's not in the City Hall. It sure is.
Shizia, the increasing tacit fields, uncannily powerful tacit discords, and now, our magistrate's absence.
Plus, the mysterious Rover.
Jeez, you put too big of a spotlight on me.
Afraid.
Well, we've reported to the City Hall, the Ministry of War, and the Academy. We've done everything we can. I mean, this is one long. And we're talking about Jinzhou of all places. We've been through our fair share of unrest over the past 1,000 years, and we've made it together every time. There's been TD outbreaks every year, but we can always trust General Ji Yan, Madam Magistrate, and our Sentinel to have our backs. We're not ones to mess with.
So you say.
United we stand, a bastion of might. One equals a legion, invulnerable in fight. Well said, Jizya. Do you have any plans, Rover?
It's a 3-day vacation in my book.
Rover, do you mind if we have a look at the tokens?
So, what's so special about them?
How about we look at this one first?
It seems like a miniature sundial. On this sundial, time seems to be represented by the 12 earthly branches drawn on the outer ring of its surface, and its inner ring shows the 4 symbols, each representing one cardinal direction. These are the 4 famous auspicious beasts in Huanglong's folklore. They are believed to protect people from all 4 directions under heaven. Generally, the teal long represents the east, the white tiger stands for the west, the vermilion bird stands for the south, and finally, we have the black tortoise for the north. It seems this sundial is supposed to show both time and direction. But how could it work when there is not a compass attached? Not to mention, the lack of sunlight basically renders it useless.
Ugh, that requires way too much brain power. A candy? Oh, I've had these when I was a kid. I think they were called sugar pearls, but I haven't seen anything like this in a while. Went out of trend, maybe.
It reminds me of my childhood. I still remember the taste. It was so sweet. I was really scared of getting my flu shots when I was little. And sometimes the nurse lady would hand out candies like this as a prize for being good. But what does it mean as a token?
The color of this leaf seems a bit odd. Can't tell what tree it is.
I mean, there's one in the background that seems pretty similar, doesn't it?
I think I can feel something from it. Never mind. It's too faint. Maybe it was just my imagination. Sorry. I can't tell what kind of tree this leaf belongs to either.
Finally, that one.
This is a mangosteen fruit. Mangosteens are not native to Zhengzhou. They are usually imported by boat. I think we can find more mangosteens being sold at the nearby markets. They're not always available for purchase, though. The frequent tacit Discord outbreaks can disrupt transportation and cause shortages. The Midnight Rangers have greatly improved the situation in recent years, but still. So Zhixia and I share similar childhood memories of the sugar pearl. Do you remember it too, Rover?
Well, just
When
pretend it
it comes
does.
to candies, no one knows them better than the kids of Jinzhou. Oh right, Baijia's still waiting for us at the academy.
What's that?
I don't have candy like that. But I got this. It's really good. You can have one. Madam Magistrate said we should be nice to every guest.
Well, that's very sweet of them. This all about?
There's still some distance to the Huaxiu Academy. Let's see who reaches there faster. Yang Yang just installed some apps for you, remember? Just look for the one that's called Utilities on the terminal.
Okay. E for grapple.
See? Just open the See?
Oh. So in other words, it's not exactly...
Just open Utilities, select the grapple, and there you go. If you want to be a hero like the Jinzhou Speedster, You gotta master the grapple. Come on, give it a shot, Rover.
So it seems like grapple's very specific locations, rather than just openly grappling. Well, it seems like a little bit of both. I was kind of able to do. Let me see. Yeah, I can kind of do both. If anything, it's oh, it's on a cooldown. Okay. It's on a cooldown, but it's not a bad idea for a minor boost, I guess. Why am I up here? The hell if I know. I was curious. Oh, hey, sure enough. And here I was about to say, but there's nothing up here, so my curiosity was for fuck all. Okay. What else is here? Chest on there. Does the plunge attack work the same? I guess so.
An unexpected discovery.
What's this? Is this one of those, hold on. Reach the top of the building without climbing. I see. So the game is like, yo, no climbing. Go over there. Over that shit. Well, I didn't, oh. Okay, hold on. I need the science here for a minute. Science! Okay, doesn't matter. As long as you're plunging, it's fine. Good to know. Good to know. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. Well, the question is, I'm sure there's probably full damage here, isn't there? Hold on. I'm curious again. Hold on. I'm curious. Science!
Oh,
No?
wait
Really?
a sec. Someone's
Maybe
looking
that's not
for
high
me.
enough.
Yeah? What? When did he disappear? Don't worry, it's duty calls. Oops, sorry, Rover, Yang Yang. I've got to head off for my shift. I'll join you right after I'm done, alright? If you need me, just shout my name. And I, the Jinjo Speedster, will be there in a sec. Well, you only need to send me a terminal message as you shout. Then I'll be there in a jiffy. Anyway, I gotta go. You guys okay on your own? Give me a heads up when there's any updates.
Sure, go do your thing. Don't worry, I'm staying with him. Rover, let's go inside.
Wait, what's this? Okay. So this is just the crafting station then. Alright, I gotcha. Fine and dandy. Hold up. Hurt me. Research EXP, you say? I wonder. Okay. Well, something to think about then. Man, at this rate, I'm not gonna hit that gacha point, aren't I?
Replied to my message. She's probably busy in her lab. Over there must be Mr. Mortifi from the Department of Safety. Baizhi once mentioned him before. He might be able to help us get in touch with Baizhi, but, It seems we've caught him at a bad time.
Maybe we can just not say anything.
Anyway, let's try asking him, shall we?
What? You need something?
Mr. Mortifi, please pardon our intrusion. We are friends of Baiju, and we're here to look for her.
I see. I hope I didn't cause any offense earlier.
Not at all. It was us who bothered you.
Baja should be in the data analysis room. I'll go tell her you're here.
Thank you, sir. This is Mortifi, a renowned figure in the Department of Safety. He was born in the new Federation, and he joined the Huashu Academy a few years ago. I heard his talent is truly impressive. People say he's a bit scary at first glance, but he's actually quite kind-hearted once you get to know him. Shizia told me he's quite popular with the kids. Children have been pestering him for all kinds of fancy toys, and he's always open to their requests.
Here you are. The data we collected in the Gorges of Spirits has been submitted for analysis, and we'll have the results today. I have the equipment for your physical examinations ready too. Any discoveries during your trip to the City Hall?
What do you think, Baiju?
I have a hypothesis about the sugar pearl, but I need to verify it first. If possible, I recommend conducting non-destructive tests of all these tokens you have. Data is always straightforward. The first 3 tokens can be tested at my branch's laboratory. This miniature sundial will require radiographic testing, though. To access the necessary equipment, we'll need to file a request with one of the Tacitite Studies-related branches. Indeed. One moment, please.
I feel like we've kind of derailed the
Give me the items to be tested. Anything else you need me to know, you can let me know now. You may retrieve your items in 20 minutes, and the analysis report will be ready 5 minutes after that. Take a right, and you'll find me in the testing room. This one looks like the early handiwork of someone I know. It's lightweight, and its design differs from that of the typical sundial. And it appears to be missing a part. See? There's a groove here.
It will take some time before the results are ready. If you have other matters to take care of, you should go ahead. I'll let you know once we have the results.
Shall we wait here at the Academy, Rover?
Sure you can. But don't forget your physical examination. I'll see you in a while for that.
check there. All this so far, and still we haven't seen anything about the gacha, have we? I really should have put on a timer to see when the gacha comes up.
Ready. I'll need to check your health status and see if there are any unusual fluctuations.
Well, while we're at it, let me amp up the volume a bit more. And I can check
Now
that when
let's
the
begin,
volume.
if you're ready.
So.
Can you try to manifest the Crownless's frequency without using your terminal?
I mean, I kind of want to do that.
I am not seeing the Crownless's data in your terminal. So it was indeed absorbed into your body. The Crownless's frequency energy was consumed by your body, leaving no trace behind. But how did you manage to do that? It's as though there's another mechanism within your body capable of absorbing frequency energy. Your test results don't indicate any trauma. So your amnesia may not be linked to traumatic events. As for your ability to absorb echoes, I can't make a connection between that and your amnesia based on the current data. To put it simply, it seems there is another dimension or a creature hiding inside your body. A universe. That's a poetic and intriguing comparison. It seems we need a simulated combat to figure out what happened in your body. Please hold your terminal tight and stay still.
Ooh. Tutorial.
Means simulated training ground. Don't worry, Yang Yang and I will assist you. Please fight the simulated tacit discords like you normally would.
He says as he's casually running to the side.
One with the sound. One with the sounds.
As Yotan had previously detected, your bodily functions are in good condition, and you seem entirely unaffected by the Crownless's energy. Now, we will temporarily boost your resonance ability for further testing.
I can actually cancel out of that. Okay.
The end has come. Strength from the shadows.
Not the slightest fluctuation in the frequency energy. So it was not your resonance ability either. I suppose we'll do another round to fully test your potential.
Synchronization.
Commence healing.
Oh, I see. She's meant to be the healer. Okay. I gotcha.
All the data we need. The test is ending soon. Rover, you can find the exit straight up ahead.
Ooh. Ooh.
Rover, can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, wow.
Comm line is dead. Something's wrong. Gotta be cautious. Now, where is the exit?
But I can't, Oh. Times like this, I'm thinking I probably should have, leveled up a little bit, but oh well.
I'm back to the same spot again.
Yeah,
And
but
this. No. What is happening?
I mean, we're in kind of a bizarro spot, aren't we? Ooh.
Are those tacit discords?
Is that the crown that we absorbed earlier? So what do? Do I just kind of casually walk up and be like, yo? Oh, someone else. It's someone else. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I get it.
Rover! Thank goodness. You're awake, Baiji. What happened just now? The connection was suddenly cut off.
Rover, do you still remember what you saw?
And here I was about to
Can you
assume
give
it
us
was a
some more
fight.
details? A giant tacit discord with a scythe. It doesn't sound like the Crownless. Might be even higher ranked. This is the first time we've run into anything like this since we put the training ground into use. The Sonorosphere captures everything that once happened in a specific time and place, be it good or bad. We built this simulated training ground after the structure of Sonorospheres. Our goal was to extract pure remnant energy with the simulated Sonorosphere. But we cannot guarantee that all abnormal frequencies were eliminated. Your arrival may have revived the abnormal frequencies we accidentally captured. Remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestations of sentient beings. You may have encountered one such manifestation.
Ah, fantastic timing, isn't it?
I suspect it could have something to do with your unconscious mind. Such anomalies could have been hiding in the simulation, and they resonated with your subconscious. Or perhaps they were lifted from your subconscious in the first place. I'm afraid I can't give you a conclusion yet. Not until we've run a thorough analysis on the data collected. I'll also check the simulated sonorosphere again to see what on earth happened to it. In terms of bodily functions, you seem to be in perfect health. In fact, all the data look quite good. But if you feel anything unusual, please come find me anytime.
Okay, now we've got the gacha. Okay, finally, my stopping points here. Okay, tap to convene, and the game's not gonna let me tap around, isn't it? It's gonna be like, yo, do it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. That's purple.
I am Baija, a researcher at the Huashu Academy.
So, you're a free
Let
character,
me
pretty much.
witness where this encounter will take us.
Now, let's actually take a look at what we got here, huh? Oof, shiny. I had to squint for a moment. Christ almighty. What do I bother with? I mean, it seems like just regular weapon banners, so how about we just go, sure, why not? Move along with it. Event. That is for the other character here. And other rate-ups. Now, what do we have here? Novice, convene. Question is this going to stay for a long time, or is this going to be something I miss out on? Let me check the... Oh, she's adorable. Oh, here we go. Extra rewards, blah, blah, blah. I see. Well, that's the other information. What is this? Oh, your records. Okay. Gotcha. I suppose doing the beginner draws is not a big deal. I am tempted to wait until I get to the 50, though, just for the sake of punching through that. But she can be added in the team. Okay.
Yotan and I will ensure your safety.
I'll save the day.
I'll do it this way for now. Fuse backpack, other things. Oof. Yeah, that's something for me to look at later. Not right now. Question is, what am I going to do with this? Well, that's an interesting start for now, isn't it? Well, let's look at this bit of story before I decide how I'm going to end off.
Intact as it was.
Mr. Mortefi, can we have the test results?
Simply put, it's hollow. Here, try tapping on it. It sounds different from a solid object. It's not just a timekeeping tool. It's an intricate mortise and tenon puzzle box.
Huh.
This sundial is hollow with an inner compartment. We scanned it, and there's a small paper scroll inside. However, it's missing a crucial component. We should be able to spin the wheels on the sundial once the right component is installed. I have some basic knowledge, but there is someone else who is more knowledgeable in automata mechanics than I am. It wouldn't have taken me this long if we were dealing with tacitite weapons. Install the missing part, then rotate the wheels to their correct positions, and you should be able to solve the puzzle and access the paper scroll. However, I still have no idea what the missing component should look like. And no need to ask him. I can help you with this. I just need some time to think it over. One moment. I have an incoming call.
Seems like a very chill dude.
What is it?
Mostly.
You certainly are well informed. It's indeed beautiful data. Good taste. Well, since you've put it that way.
Rover, Mr. Mortifee's expression seems to have softened, don't you think? An amiable person, isn't he? We haven't even asked him to help us with assembling. It looks like Mr. Mortifee needs more time. Rover, let's come back later, shall we?
Fair enough. Investigate surrounding or off again. Man, I could just casually peek around. See what we got going on in here, but any extra talking I'll probably just do off screen. Touch, don't touch, touch.
Rover!
Funny. That's a critical hit to the foot, apparently. Let's do that anyway. I dropped a block of wood on my foot. That's enough progress, right?
Yes, of course. I've already noticed all that you mentioned. Indeed, you just pointed out a blind spot in my thinking. Your workshop? That hellish place? Stop sweet-talking me. I get it. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Let's get back to the sundial. It's a mortise and tenon-based puzzle box. The missing component in the middle needs to fulfill two entirely different structural requirements at the same time. Considering its entire structure, this component needs an automatic buckle that goes down on top of an embedded pointer. I'll draw up a design for you. The parts you'll need can be found in Jiang workshop. I've already informed him about it. You'll only need to go fetch the parts in his place. He keeps a box full of them. Considering its dreadful conditions, I can't agree more. How could he choose to work in such terrible condition? It's like willingly playing a score backwards.
I see. Shall we go and retrieve the parts now,
I feel like I missed a bit of dialogue. But, that being said... No, it's over here. Never mind. I thought I had to go run out and I could just... do whatever.
I mentally prepared myself for the worst, but this place looks... much better than Mr. Mortifee's description.
Maybe he just doesn't like how chaotically cluttered it looks.
It is a bit hard to figure out where we should start.
Ooh, neat. I like it. I like it.
This should be it. It's quite a box full. Let's go back and show it to Mr. Mortifee.
Well, I guess we're going on for just a little bit longer before I off stream.
Mr. Mortifee, we found the parts.
Good. Bring it to me.
The test results are in. The mangosteen is just an ordinary fruit. It's suitable for regular consumption. We found nothing unusual about it.
Fascinating.
From the purple leaf you presented, I detected subtle fluctuations in tacit discord's frequency from two distinct sources, but they were overlapping and difficult to distinguish. This is a rare occurrence. The scattered nature of these fluctuations rules out the possibility of them being left behind through contact. This is not an ordinary leaf, but it doesn't seem to be a tacit discord either. Based on the data we gathered, I believe it was sampled from an area struck with the wave-worn phenomena.
Yes, the anomalies that occurred after the lament, including the formation of tacit fields, etheric sea, retroact rain, and gravity loss. These are collectively called the wave-worn phenomena, and the lament was the start of it all.
As for the sugar pearl, it has been determined to be a type of oral vaccine. This sugar pearl expired over 20 years ago.
Damn.
The
Holy shit.
low-temperature storage life for this vaccine is about 2 years.
A 20-year-old vaccine. Could it be related to the children's epidemic in Zhengzhou 2 decades ago?
The archives in the Academy should have information on the sugar pearl. The archives here are organized in a unique way. You can start by searching the keywords at the lobby terminal.
Sounds like a lot of reading. Oh dear.
Mr. Mortefi?
The missing pointer has been installed, and now the sundial should be complete.
Oh, thank you. Like that. Wow. Okay.
So, the discs are rotatable now.
Yes. Align the correct markers with the pointer we just installed, and then you should be able to open it.
Neat. Very neat. Don't tell me you just magically figure it out.
The earthly branches and 4 symbols. These symbols are related to the sexagenary cycle. It's an intricate way of recording time in Huanglong. Nowadays, it is mainly reserved for calendars, numerology, and indexing, but it's falling out of daily use now. What kind of information could it represent?
It's the filing system. Most of Huanglong's libraries and databases still use this method to organize their archives, namely the Grand Libraries.
Huh. Okay. Sounds neat.
Exactly. Languages may evolve, names may change, but time remains constant.
It's an elegant system indeed.
The Academy's public archives are organized in this manner too.
Goodness, sounds like everybody here is passionate about all this other stuff. I mean, what is it? Passionate about all this research and problem solving. Alright, this seems like a pretty good place to taper it off, but before that, you know, okay, I'm gonna admit it. While I'd like to casually ramp up draws, it doesn't feel right to end off any gacha streams without doing some manner of drawing, no does it? So let's just do the 20 that I can do right now and call it a day, huh? Well, at least for streaming anyway. So, you know, normally I just YOLO my way in, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Ayo RNG, fuck you. Okay, we're done. That's my ritual. Let's go. My usual ritual is shit-talking RNG. How I normally do it. Well, seems normal. Well, at least with the weaponry here, I can switch out off the defaults as well, so You gotta start somewhere. If I do happen to manage to pick up enough draws to do the rest of the 50 later on, I'll just go ahead and do a short video on that or something. Okay. Duplicates, I getcha. This, on the other hand. 4-star, huh? I see. Okay. And then finally the other one. I'm not seeing much of a difference in the animation, now do I? Well, okay. Seems like 2 of my characters are sitting at 4 stars then.
Greetings, Rover. I will escort you for the time being.
Okay, I'll take it. Sure, why not? Hold on a second. Let me have a look then, shall we? Ratio. Oh, she's a blade user, clearly. She might be a heavy sword user, I think. Based on what I'm reading here. Oh dear. Crit rate increase, huh? Okay. Alright. I getcha. Right. Seems like a good place to stop it for now, so I'm just gonna chill, and we'll leave it like that. And again, like I said, if I manage to save up enough draw tokens to fill in the ladder 30, I'll go ahead and do a short video on that to show what I got. After that, everything else is off the table. I have to just hang out and not mind it until it's time for me to figure out which character I want. But we're gonna see how long I can save. Until then, I'll see you folks later. If you haven't already tried playing it, be sure to.